It should run really good, make a lot of power for the mini quad, and be really reliable.
Huh, that is weird.
What's going on, YouTube? We're Mini Metal Fab, and we're back again today working on another engine. This is the engine from our mini quad. It is a Predator 212 non-Hemi, and we are going to disassemble this because it's getting major blow-by and it's down on power, and we want to make it faster. It doesn't have a billet flywheel or a billet rod, and it's just not very safe. So we're going to be installing a bunch of new parts, but not on this block. We're going to be reusing our old carburetor here. This is a VM 22mm Chinese carburetor. It works great. We're going to reuse this. We're going to clean it out. Got some carb cleaner. This is the block we're going to use. It has a billet piston, a billet rod already in it. It currently has a 265 hot cam. So now the first thing we're going to do is disassemble this carburetor. Get the fuel bowl off. A little bit of dirt and debris in there, but not too bad. Pretty clean. That's good. They could use a cleaning though still. The floats off. Now pin out. Still nice and rubbery, that's good. Clean out in there. Now take the jets out. Got our pilot here. A little clogged up. Really clogged up. Look at all the dirt that just came out of that. That looks a lot better now. Much cleaner. Passageways for the jets. These I'm just going to take them and I'm just going to hold my finger. And I'm just going to hold the rag around them and spray them out. Hard. I'm going to spray the outside off first. Like that. All the passageways are clear. Looks good. Now you can reassemble it. All right, I just got the car back together. So now if that's all back together, let's move on to the motor. And look at how dirty this is. It is bad. We haven't cleaned it in ages. Do a little wet, pretty clean. Wipe it down. Get some of this grease and dirt off of this thing. Alright, that's a little better. Good enough for now. Alright, so now I'm going to start disassembling this block. Heat shield off. Side cover off too. So just why not? We'll clean it out anyways while it's all apart. I don't know if you can see it all. Look up, you see all that oil? Yeah, it's bad. That's really bad. All right, now I got the oil drained out. Got it all cleaned up a little bit. Pool starts off and everything. We're gonna remove the head with the valves. Crack your valves caps. No, it's off. Oh, we're not on top of the tank, so we should probably do that. There we go. Just like so. And these two lift off like that. And these guys come out like that. Perfect. Now, what are these 13s? 12s. Move that. Thing the guy put out as well. We're not going to be using any of that anymore with the new system we're going to be running. Move the head. Boom. Pull our head off just like that. There we go. This head gasket is toast. All right, now I'm going to remove the studs from this old motor here. Oh, it's in there. You gotta tighten these two together. And you should be able to back them out. Yeah, there we go. Have to crack it. All right, so now I don't need anything else from that block over there. So now we're gonna get the new block here, and in the head, I'm gonna take these valves out so I can install some stronger springs. And put some 26-pound springs in this thing. All right, I got some 26-pound springs, and we got some billet lash caps as well. So we'll do the exhaust first, or the intake first, I mean.
So we have all the side cover studs in. Now we're getting the head studs in.
Yep. And yeah, I got the side cover studs in. Those are looking good. Stud in the head. So that way this block is nice and strong. And none of it comes flying apart. Alright, so I just got the rockers all tightened down, set with the valve lash and everything. And now I got the billet side flywheel torqued on and lapped. You gotta lap it with a valve grinding compound here to make sure it's mated properly. If you don't, you'll spin it and you will break your key in there, and then you'll be out of time and your motor won't run anymore. And you'll be wondering why, and that will be why. So next up is find a gasket for this intake manifold for here, and put a coil on and throw the spark plug in. So you're gonna put it on a side that doesn't have magnets. Here's a business card. I folded it in half twice. And this is what we're gonna use to set the thick gap here. Because for a high output motor, you want a fairly big gap. So just take that, push it against tight, snug it down, snug it down. And just rotate the flywheel. Got some good compression. So, all right, that's good. You must keep your heat shield. If you don't, your motor will overheat. So do not forget to put your heat shields on. For our valve cover here, I had to put this barb in here so we can put a catch can on this, because I'm not gonna run a billet valve cover on this. I'm just gonna run this one here. So I took the baffle out because you have to take the baffle out in order to run gauge rockers. So we are running gauge rockers with no baffle, factory valve cover, but we're gonna run a catch can for any blow by we get. And it should be really good. Should work fine. This thing is coming out so good. It's got shaved, ported, polished head. It's been shaved approximately 40 thousandths. And open the ports up in there as well. It's got 1.3 ratio gauge roller rockers, billet flywheel, billet rod, billet piston as well, flat top piston. It's also running side cover stud kit, head stud kit, 10 thousandths head gasket, 265 hot cam. This thing is gonna make some good power. Probably, I guess, around 17 to 18, depending on fuel and how well your carb is tuned and everything. But it should run really good, make a lot of power for the mini quad, and be really reliable. That's what we're going for here. That's why we're keeping it a round slide carb, because they're much more reliable, much more predictable than a flat slide. And they can still pull a lot of RPMs and a lot of power out of them. It's 22, so it's not too small. It should be plenty for what this is. So it's still stock valves. It's got 26-pound valve springs in it, with some billet caps, but it should rev to around 7,000 or 8,000 RPM. Yeah, so it should be good. I'm excited to put this on the quad. It's gonna make the quad a lot faster. It was pretty good before, but it's gonna be insane now. So I found one extra gasket, but instead of using this one last gasket we have, I have this gasket material here that's slightly thicker even than this, which is nice. It's more durable. So I just traced it. Now I'm gonna cut this out. All right, so I just cut out the gasket here. So now I'm gonna put it on and then port match as I need. Since this is a ported head, it's gonna need some trimming. So it's gonna need some trimming all the way around. So I just take it and just trim away slowly, little bits at a time. Just got the intake bracket on. Now it's time to get the carburetor on. And that one's tight. Boom, now the carburetor's on. Sweet. Next up is our pool cover. And then air filter. And this thing's pretty much done. These guys are going like this. Right here. There we go. That's better. Not good like that. Not good in there. Okay. Perfect. Kill switch is hooked up. Everything is good. Just gotta add some oil to it. It's got no oil in it. Alright, we got it all together. Now we're gonna go get the mini quad frame so we can throw it on so we can hear it start up. Alright, so we got the mini quad here. We're putting the engine back on. We put our new bushing in for the steering neck. So that's mint now. Got brand new bushing like it's supposed to have. Here's our engine. We're gonna throw this on now. Alright, so now we got the quad up. We're gonna put the engine on.
Do we have this on box?
No.
Oh.
It's like a flat.
The only motor that actually sits on the engine plate.
Yep. Here's two for you.
No.
These two are for the back. I think these are it right here.
Come on.
And this is all it right here.
Thank I'm like, why won't this
This
start?
torque converter needs to be cleaned. This thing's bad.
Huh?
I said this torque converter needs to be cleaned. It's bad.
You think?
Yeah. Really bad. Holy smokes. Look at this thing. It's dirty, so we're gonna take this all apart real quick. Alright, take the nut off. That comes off. There's a key. That comes off.
Spray it and then respray it with some lube.
That comes out. Some brake cleaner on it.
And spray some oil or something in the bearings.
Yeah.
The outer snapping.
That's rough. It's time for some new bearings, but
A little crunchy.
pack them full of grease and call it a day.
It's not really going in.
Now we got them re-greased and cleaned, so now we can put them back together. Spinning pretty good. Alright, so now it bolts it to the engine. These guys here.
There it is.
Whew. Put the chain back on so we can line it up straight, and then we can tighten the engine bolts down.
Then
Put our exhaust studs in. It'll be mint.
doing the front first or the back?
Just like that is how I want
Looking at your chain.
it. Yeah, look at the chain. We'll do the front first. Go ahead.
Look. Thank you.
Okay.
I can go all the way. Do you want me to?
Nah, that looks pretty good. Other side now? So that one down next. Go ahead. Alright, so we're messing around back here, right? We're looking at the quad, and look, the e-brake's on the back. You see how the quad rolls like that? Our axle nuts are loose. So that's no good. We gotta tighten those down. From all the drifting and jumping and wheeling.
Too much plane power.
Yep. Yeah, this thing came stock with only 8 horsepower. And now it's gonna be making probably almost like 15 to 17 horsepower. So significantly more.
You felt it starting to go.
Alright. We got it nice and tight now. Now look. E-brake's on. No more rock. No more play. Nice and solid. That's what it should be like. Alright, everything's all on. Try to start it up for the first time. Fuel on. Choke. Ooh. Sounds good though.
Alright. right, got it all together and all buttoned up. So tomorrow when it's light out, we'll be able to test ride it and see how much more power it has.
Yeah, it should be a lot faster. It's got many, many more modifications done to it this time. Billet flywheel, billet rod. It's got a cam now. It's got stronger valve springs. It's got 1.3 ratio rockers. The head's shaved, ported, and polished. It's got a lot done to it, so it should run really good and should make a lot of power. I guess somewhere between 17 to 18 horsepower is what it put out on like the average dyno if we had dyno this engine. But it should be more than enough. Over double the output of what this thing had factory. So it should be twice as fast. It's going to rip. So tomorrow we'll take it out and break the motor in, give it a good test, drain the oil, do the oil change, and then really rip it and see what we can do.
But do you wanna let the people know about the most recent investment?
Our new project. This is the frame that is getting our 500 here. The new Coleman mini bike. This thing's sweet. Comes with hydraulic disc brake from factory. Front suspension. We're gonna first test out this 196 that comes on it. We're gonna do top speed test, acceleration, etc. Rip it around, have some fun, see what it can do. And then we're gonna swap on this 500 and turn this thing full suspension as well and see what it can do after that. And it's gonna be a beast, I think. All right, we just started the quad up. We're gonna warm it up and we're gonna take it out for a rip. See how it does. The new engine, pumped up the tires. It's ready. All right, we just did a bunch of things to it. We snapped the throttle cable. We got a new throttle on it with grips. Oh, I just thought it out. But we cleaned the carburetor again. Installed a catch can back here. A new fuel line, fuel filter. Cleaned out the petcock. Remounted the gas tank because the gas tank mounts I had before were made out too thin of metal, so they would flop around and the gas tank would shake. Now it's solid. Gas tank can't go anywhere. So now we're gonna rip it. We're gonna see how it runs. It was running lean, I believe, earlier. So I tried adjusting the air fuel. We're gonna see how it does now. It might be running too rich though. All right, so Kavan's gonna rip it and see how it does, and then I'll hop on. Take it easy through the yard. Take it easy. Sounds pretty good. This thing's got some beans behind it now. You gonna try a wheelie? He doesn't like getting up high yet. He's gotta practice. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Oh! He scared himself. That was to the balance point though right there. That's where it's at. You gotta be up that high. That was a crash. That hurt. I am not riding anymore today, probably. Maybe later, but not now. I need to recover after that. Karan's gonna rip it around for a bit now. The roll I did like saved me, but the little bit of sliding I did gave me a lot of road rash on my hand, my elbow, my hip here, and my left knee. So yeah, we're not feeling too great. Should have been wearing my gloves and knee pads, and my riding pants. I don't know what I was doing. I was being stupid.
I just haven't tugged it because it was loose. See, it's locked now. So I didn't want to pull it. Just keep pulling it.
I don't know.
Huh. That is weird. That's really weird. And it was on when I was turning too, so I was on the throttle, you feel me? And then it just said, and I was like, dang.
Damn, it's leaking oil.
It's leaking a lot of oil. Yeah, it's leaking something up. It's leaking up here too.
I know, it's leaking oil. That's not good. He blew it up somehow.
Yeah. That's really not good. I don't know how he did that. Yeah, it wasn't like we were beating it. Like, we weren't even beating it.
No. That's crazy. Well, I guess I gotta take the motor off now and see what's happening. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. In the next one, we'll see what exactly happened to this thing. See if we can fix it.
Yeah, and there was already leaking oil there. So.
Yeah, so something's going on here. So I guess we gotta tear this one back apart.
Facts. We won't figure it out, though.
But thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one. I'm really not sure what exactly happened to this thing. I don't know if the rod went or... Because it does not sound like it when you turn it over. Or maybe something happened in the valve train. But it's leaking a bunch of oil out the side. So hopefully we didn't break a rod or something catastrophic like that. We'll see.